Welcome. It's the Liverpool 12th Man Show, and it's the Reds roll call for a guard of honor at the bridge. So, welcome to those that are getting their guard of honor as well right now as proper champions. And joining us, the Brentford Manchester United game. Yes, by the way, Highland is glorious currently. And we have a great panel as usual. Big up to the Irishman, Lee, and we just had Nolante join us. Big up, Nolante. How are you doing, Nolante?
Yeah, big up everyone in the chat, and yeah, man, relaxing afternoon coming at 4:30.
Yeah. Lee, how are you doing today?
Good, yeah, looking forward to the game.
Okay.
Should be quite a tough assignment for them with that many changes. I'm glad to see them though. I think Harvey and Endo deserve a go. I was just surprised that he changed all three midfielders in one go. It's quite decisive rotation-wise. He's gone for just two changes in defence, but that's quite a few. It's more than I expected. Well, at least one more than what I expected and predicted.
I think the three together is interesting. You're right. It is pretty surprising considering that's the engine of our team, pretty much.
Given what we were saying last night about what a stiff test Chelsea were at Anfield, it is quite a bold move. But hey, we can do that. We're champions. We can do what we want now.
Yeah. Rotation. Shout out to the Irishman. How are you doing today?
Yeah, very well. Just in case anyone was wondering, there's nothing wrong with Grav. He's just getting a rest. Just been left at home. After playing 3,500 minutes this summer or this year,
right.
So no issues. I just when I saw his name on it, was like, didn't hear that, but yeah, apparently just left at home. Didn't even travel. So for all the folks that were kind of focusing on the guard of honor, I mean, three of the boys won't be starting. Walking out underneath it, it'll be three lads, Kwanzaa, Endo, Elliot. So yeah, big change in the midfield. So let's see how they get on. They get on. Proper test. Chelsea will have a game. Chelsea have points to play for. So
okay. Not sure. And JK, how are you today?
I'm all good, bro. How you doing?
It's okay. Trying to get the setup completely right up in here. I know it's a little bright on my face. I'm hoping that I'm coming through a little better now with my microphone. But I'm also in the same boat with both of everyone else in looking at this team that is being offered for us. Shout out to those of us that believed in Ringlets. He's getting his first start. It's a big start. It's a very important start for him, considering he wants to stay with this team. Endo, that's a little recognition, a little bit of proper respect due to the Gum Shield Warrior. Curtis Jones, it's not necessarily that much of a shock move. He's definitely a player that's gotten his starts here and there. Front line, so it looks like Cody's going to start. Hata up the striker role. Salah on the right. And then that back line is going to be Trent Alexander-Arnold, for those that thought Bradley would start. Kwanzaa, for those that thought Ibu would start. Obviously, our captain. And then Tsimikas I think this is now 3 in a row, right? This is the third start that Simicast has had in a row, right?
No.
No?
Robbo started one of the last 3, Defo.
Okay. Double check. I thought Simicast had been starting the last couple of games. Man, I'm blurring out some things.
No, he has had a couple, you're right, but I think Robertson has started one of the last 3 games, Defo.
Robbo started against Spurs.
Spurs.
Simicast started the 2 before that, I think, and then Robbo started that one.
Yeah, he started. Didn't he start against Leicester and he started against West Ham, right?
Yeah, and then Robbo came in for the
Then
Spurs
Robbo
game.
played him against Spurs. Yeah, okay. My fault. Yeah, I see he was on the bench. But 4-2 Brentford over Manchester United so far. Nacho's just clawed one back for them.
Mm-hmm.
But Ali in goal. What are you guys feeling about this lineup? Is this a strong enough lineup to do what we need to do?
It's debatable. I think it's got a draw in it. I predicted that Desmond does the U12. I think a few people felt this would be a draw. I think a draw is the most likely outcome given that 11th starting 11. Not to slander the shadow players, but I'm not sure if that's strong enough to win this game with Chelsea looking for the points for Champions League. Hey, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm real. We turn them over in a grand old style, but we'll wait and see.
It's a good team for players like Elliott and Jones and Endo just to show the manager, you know what, I should be getting more game time. It's just like we're near the end of the season, you know. But I just feel that we've got the subs on the bench by Gravenberch, McAllister, Sabotolai. So we've got them guys on the bench, bro. So that's okay. But I think it's a good thing. Maybe, yeah, it's okay. I don't mind Kwanzaa starting.
You've made there, Jay. That's a good point about the bench because ours is better than theirs. I ain't even seen theirs, but I instinctively know ours is better because I'm looking at it now.
They've got Dewsbury Hall on the bench.
Oh no, no, I'm scared.
But their first 11 seems their strongest. So, yeah, I hope our guys got enough in them to control the midfield. That's where it's important.
Yeah.
And look, all them times, all those fans have been wanting Endo, Elliott to start. There you go, then.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. There is some notable names that are definitely they're on the bench. Chiesa, the name that a lot of people wanted to see on play today. He might get an opportunity today. I think let's see, Bradley probably will get in there. McAllister is on the bench, so I'm hoping that it's a case where we don't necessarily put in McAllister just for putting him in. We just it's only if we need him, in the sense.
I think him and Sabo could make a big difference if they come on, simultaneously.
Yeah, second half.
As a double substitution, maybe with a forward as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just try and get in front that way, because it took us a while to see them off last time, didn't it? It took us till near the end of the game to see them off.
Yeah,
it was a tight game anyway, wasn't it? It was a good game. It was one of them. It was a milestone on the way to the title, that one, because it was a good win over a decent side. They're always stubborn opposition because they've got good players. Doesn't matter who the manager is, they've got good players. So, you can always get a performance out of them. Yes, they haven't been that consistent, but on the day they can be a really good side, especially when they play a top 6 rival.
How are you feeling about this, Bri? Or Delonte, actually. You haven't said it. Delonte, how are you feeling about this? Delonte hasn't said anything just yet.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Lineup, to be fair, again, I'm different. I would have no point of playing Ali. No need. Ali doesn't need to play another game this season. Put on Kells. Give him the welcome home party. Trent, I'm guessing, because that's why.
Okay. Thinking about it a little bit at the end there.
Play. I would have played Darwin. Just give him the games, man. I mean, what have we got? What have we got to lose? I mean, don't need to play Diogo. And my only hope is that the midfield. I mean, I don't know what everyone's moaning about the midfield because I mean, come on, we got no games. These players, what? I mean, what are we gonna do? We're gonna let them sit on the bench for all season? I mean, should have been played long time ago. So I mean, I don't understand this whole notion of the midfield. I mean, flipping it, mate. If we're not gonna play the three of them together, then we're not. But the only thing I want to say is just put Chiesa on, frick's sake, man. Just put the guy on, jeez. Honestly, man. Like if you can't put him on the pitch, give him a good amount of time of this game, then I don't know. Like, I really don't know, man. Honestly, so just put the guy on the pitch, not just 5 minutes here for a rescue job. That's it. But listen, whatever happens today, innit? I'm not gonna be too fussed either way, man. We've done our mission, and it's so. We can play free flowing football, hopefully, and let's see what happens. And let's just see what happens. So I don't think anyone should get downbeat, really, if we lose. Yeah, it'd be disappointing, but we've done our job. And that's
I'm
the
not
rest of
really
what we're
bothered
getting.
now about Chelsea getting top 5. I didn't want them to get Champions League because Man City have, and I didn't want them to. But now all I'm focused on, apart from that we've won the league, is that Man United don't end up with their hands on the Europa League. I hope Spurs can pull themselves around. Romero and Van der Ven can get up to speed in these last 4 league games, and that Son can return and Spurs could beat them. Because I think it will be Spurs United. It's definitely going to be United. They're in the final, aren't they, after winning 3-0 in Bilbao. But yeah, it's Spurs. How are they doing actually today against West Ham, Spurs?
And last time I saw it was 1-1, but it might be different.
Yeah, my hopes lay with them now for what's left of the season, trophy-wise, like the Spurs can win it.
Yeah, last I saw, let's see what the... Still 1-1 in both games, Brighton, Newcastle, and West Ham Spurs, and they're going into the 90th minute. All games are actually in the 90th minute or in extra time. Brentford still up 4-2. All right. Does anyone have a winner for Brighton or Newcastle? Does anyone have a winner for West Ham or Spurs?
Come on, Spurs.
Yeah.
Get yourselves a late winner. Get yourselves in the groove. It is at least a month away or something, and it's still like the Europa League final. So like they've got a while to get themselves into some sort of shape to win a final, Spurs. As I told you, I've always had a soft spot for Spurs anyway, but it's because of Man United that I took on even more interest to me now in the Europa League. Do not want Man United to be getting their hands on anything silvery.
What about Spurs? Speaking of our lineups, if it's good enough to get the job done, did Spurs go so heavy that you're a little bit worried about our performance today? Because it looks like they did go with the lineup that we thought they would. Caicedo in that right back role.
Yeah. It's a good lineup, isn't it? With Neto, Palmer, Ronnie Mazueke. What is it? Mazueke.
Yeah.
Jackson, and then Enzo and Lavia is sitting there. It's quite good, isn't it? And if he's playing Caicedo a little bit inverted, this is interesting. We might be without the ball for long periods, but I'm not asked. Like, as long as we stop them scoring, they can have the ball all they sobbing want. We're the champions, and that's all there is to it.
That's one way to look at it.
It's us this time, not you. It's our turn.
There you go. How about for you, Irishman?
He's trying to probably balance a lot of things. We get 4 changes and Delante still isn't happy. He still wants more. I'm not. Yeah, it's just that I don't think that midfield has ever. Obviously, we know that midfield has never started a game together for us. So I just don't know how good they're going to be as a first-time unit, that kind of thing, up against someone that way. Just don't know. They have a lot more to play for. I think he's trying to balance maybe like that little bit of a come down for the players that played a lot. Not really having that extra motivation of having to win a game to, we won the league now. So obviously there's going to be a bit of a mental come down. So maybe you balance that out by bringing in people who are determined to make an impression and play, i.e. Endo, Elliot. Kwanzaa one is interesting. I'm not sure how necessary that one was, but the game if you want. But yeah, I just think their midfield, which should kind of run the game, the midfield should kind of run the game. So yeah, I think we'll probably need to bring on people to win this, but I'll still before last night I went with a loss, and even today I definitely think if they're switched on, I think they could beat us. I think that team should beat our team, but we've got, like the boys mentioned, the bench there. So if they have their shooting boots on, and that's a big if, Palmer has been ropey lately this season. Jackson is Jackson, so it could come down to that. But as it stands with that team, because the team that's never played together, just so many changes, it takes a bit of time to get some rhythm going. But maybe you balance that out with players who, just like I said, haven't played. I mean, there's only really one or two of them that have never played, never started. They're so determined to make an impact that maybe they can balance out that. But yeah, I think he's gone bold. Yeah, we've never seen this team play together, so it's hard to say, oh well, it's this, it's that.
Yeah,
Jota
I
needs
think
to
he can find a way to get into the game and affect it, like and get stuck in as well, just with plenty of hard work and obviously with the guile that we know he's got. I hope he gets a chance to show that. It'd be tough today, I feel, though, for Harvey. I'm another one who thinks, why isn't Chiesa chucked in instead of one of them three, like a Jota? You know what I mean? Chuck him in instead of him, couldn't you? But he hasn't. I'm not even sure we'll see Chiesa. I think Nunes will come on, but I don't know if Chiesa will even come on. I'm not even sure about that. I hope so. I hope we get to see Chiesa, because we're getting a bit annoyed now. Some of us, aren't we?
I think we'll get. I'll see. I think we'll see Chiesa today. I do. I agree. I think we will. We will.
I hope so.
4-3. By the way, 4-3. I don't know how much. Does anyone have that game on by any chance?
No way. They pulled it back to 4-3.
Yeah.
There's Garnacho Libre scored another one, has he?
Diallo this time.
But
I don't know how much extra time is put onto that game. I know they're in the 90th minute, or they're in the extra time settings.
Wigan have scored late goals, aren't they, recently?
It's 95 at the moment. 7 minutes of added time.
The Man United I used to hate under Fergie, them late goals, they were daggers to your heart, especially when they were important ones and you were listening on the radio and you were like, no, not again. But yeah, that was life in them days.
Looking to see, who do you think's going to start this party off? Is it going to be us? Is it going to be them?
I think they probably score first and then we might equalise.
We equalise? Okay, so it's one of those kind of games.
Yeah, I think maybe they score first and then we change it, and when we change it, that brings us back into the game and we end up with a 2-2.
Okay. JK, how about you? Who do you think's going to start this party?
Just by looking at their lineup, bro, it's a strong lineup. It's probably
strong lineup. Yeah, I agree with that. It is definitely strong.
There's danger there with them four attacking players like Enzo and Lavi is quite a nice blend, and Casado as well playing. The only thing I'm not that hot on is the defence. Chalobah and who's the other one? Who's the other centre? Colo's a good player. No, Colo's a good player, but I'm not that.
The player we were talking about yesterday, or was asked of us, Cucurella.
I'm not sure about Cucurella's defensive capabilities. He's good going forwards, but I'm not sure he's the best defender. I don't think Chelsea's defence is the strongest it could be, but I do think Colwell's good.
Okay. All right. So, do you have us going down first, or it says pause now? But do you have us having to fight back in this one, JK, or are we starting?
I think with Harvey Elliott on the pitch, he's going to get the ball and move forward. Hence why maybe we start off fast. Hopefully, like the way we did against Tottenham. Look, at the end of the day, I know like some fans saying, "Oh, it don't matter, the league's won and this and that." No. For me, I don't like losing. So for me, I want to win today. I don't care. We've won the league already. Because to me, the point gap between us and second place is what I want to look at the end of the season and say, you know what, the guys behind us were like 18 points behind us. You know, like we smashed it. So for me, I'm a firm believer in I've always winning. It doesn't matter. We've already won the league. It's important we play well, and that we finish the season off on a high and go into the procession happy that we finished the season off good. You know,
Right. For sure. I can understand that.
I mean, it's largely going to.
Who wants to lose to Chelsea? Come on, give them a chance to get Champions League. No.
I know. That's what I'm.
Yeah. I'm not into that.
I haven't heard any fans saying they hope they lose this game. Or we
No,
don't
not
need to
hope.
win.
Like they don't mind if they lose or just like
Watch that,
we've
yeah.
won the league already. Like whenever Liverpool play on the pitch, even if it's a friendly, I want them to win. And that's what football is for me. There's no time for it's all right if we lose or it's a draw. No. We're gonna win.
No, but I just counter that, Jacob, by just saying I agree with you obviously, but I don't expect to win every game. I don't expect to I don't sit here and go, well, we're going to win every game this year because we're Liverpool. Teams lose games, so one comes along every now and again. The way I'm looking at it is, I could just see this being one of them. You know, but,
do you have like that? Do you have any like feelings, like as in the sense of, oh, this is going to be Mohamed Salah's day, and he's going to come out and really put maybe get his 2-3 assists, maybe put him that much either tying or going ahead in
That'd be cool.
that run.
That'd be cool.
Or is it going to it's going to be Elliot's day, I guess, or something like that. Or maybe it's going to be Cody's day to kind of get really properly on the slide. Properly
with the ball enough today. Hopefully he'll get into it, but that's going to be the trick of it, isn't it? Like getting the ball enough for it to him in the right areas.
I wonder also when they're going to make the decision on the FA, when the FA is going to make the decision, or the Premier League is going to make the decision about. He's going to get punished for taking his kid off and having the the printed tee.
Yeah, did they sort that out already? No.
I mean, he's playing today, so.
That was Porsche finding them for that.
Yeah, but for me, bro, if you can have other agendas associated with football concerning other groups of people, it can be whatever it is, you know what I mean? And everyone's meant to support it, and you've got no choice. For me, it's all love. He isn't saying Satan. I love Satan or whatever on his page.
Right.
I think he was the way he reacted by finding them. You think he was?
It's a joke.
I was surprised. I was surprised that he was in the starting lineup simply because I thought they would have worked this out by then. And it's not something he would appeal because he did it. There's not you can't be like, no, you didn't see that. I didn't do it.
Gaspo received a warning from the FA to abandon his Christian faith.
What? Wait, what? Did you say?
I'm laughing at that when he said he got a warning from the FA.
You got a warning, really?
Yeah, he warned him to abandon his Christian faith because it's not trendy anymore. Like it's just not trendy. So,
then you get to tell we live in a devilish world, bro. And
go ahead, Walter.
He's talking about gay. Who are you talking about gay?
Say again?
No, we're talking about
Your
Gakpo,
your
bro, from
mic
last
is
week
really
when he
bad.
scored.
Oh, Gakpo, oh,
Yeah, your mic
oh,
is really bad.
no, they can't, no people can tell anyone to abandon their faith. That's silly. It's just that they're just getting funny as they do with shirt reveals, and he's allowed
Yeah.
to anything about
Music
if he
Tarzan.
believes in God.
Music
I mean,
Tarzan, but I
just
found the fine harsh
they
and
can't tell him. They
it's
can't tell him to
draconian.
abandon his faith.
Yeah.
I know, yeah, but no person can tell any one person what to do. They can give a fine, but they can never tell a man about faith or what he
Yeah, he's
believes
Well,
just
in or
saying
not.
this is
I just
my
meant, I just meant
truth,
Yeah,
this is my
he was
thing.
supposed to
Like everyone
be,
else has got theirs.
well, not supposed to be,
yeah.
but he was possibly going to be suspended. That's why.
Yeah, that's a joke.
Suspended for what? A yellow card? I mean, that happens all the
Well,
time.
you're not allowed. Yeah, it's just more so about the, they're trying to take away the whole, like, if you're going to make the message. I'm trying to think of what happened when Lucho did
I've
it.
seen that.
Lucho got,
That's happening.
I don't think he
FA
got,
are atheists, bro.
I don't know if he got suspended.
Yeah, that's
No.
that's
You know
I'm
what I
not going
mean?
down.
that's
I'm not going down that line. I'm just saying. I'm trying to think because I remember when Lucho scored last year, or it was last year, but the year it might have been last year. It was last year when Lucho scored and his father was kidnapped. You know, he had the free his father's T-shirt, and then there was I think the rule was in place already when Balotelli did it. I'm not certain. I don't remember the fines or if they got suspended, but I did remember that it said something about possible suspension. So I guess
Yeah, as
maybe
long as
he's
not really overtly political messages. Like, I don't think players should be fined. Okay, it's a thing now that they get booked for taking the top off, which is another thing I don't really agree with.
Yeah, that's stupid. Yeah, that I don't understand that. Why are
Wasn't
you
them
giving a yellow card
fine?
if guy takes his top off, man? Like,
Do they think like the crowd's going to go insane if they see some naked flesh and start like ripping each other to shreds or something in a frenzy? But like, what?
it ain't the bloody Chippendales, you know what I mean?
it's the Premier League, not the full Monty League.
You know what I'm saying,
Why?
bro?
Come on.
Oh man. Look, I told you years. I've told a lot of people years ago. What is with football? Like they did with the music and film industry, is destroy it. Like for me, film and music industry is destroyed. You got jokers like Billie Eilish and Lady Gaga. Fucking hell, God knows what. Film just pure destruction of everything. That's every film now. And it's the same with football, bro. They're doing the same with football now. They're trying to destroy football. They've got so many games, new competitions, exhausting the players. It's just a big joke, you know? It's like, come on, man. It's like you can't take your shirt off when you celebrated the winner in the 98th minute or something. It's like, it's passion, you know?
Mm.
It's like when a guy goes into a tackle, McAllister, you can see in his face the passion and aggression he's got in his face. You know what I mean? They're trying to take that out of the game, bro. That's why you get silly yellow cards. Another one, you're getting a red. It's a joke.
The tough tackling has been took out of the game, and a lot of the other like more passionate aspects of the game that get people inflamed and that like are being stamped on, aren't they? Slowly but surely. But it's still a game we love. Like, you know, you just got to put up with it and hope you don't like go and spoil it like for good at some point, so you can't watch no more. But for now, it's okay. Everything's okay. I just wish they wouldn't change things so often. Saying that we did well in the revamped Champions League coming first, like, but then getting PSG, that was just a sucker punch. That wanted to get PSG, a team like that that's performing so well. Yeah, it will
That's
be
why
quite.
for me, the top two, Lee, should go straight into the quarterfinals. If you finish the top two teams in that big table, straight into the quarterfinals.
I was watching Sander Westerveld before because he's a mate of Slot. He's played with Slot, and he was at Anfield, and he was saying there. He said, I thought Liverpool would have won the Champions League if they'd beat Paris. He said, but obviously it didn't happen. Like, he said, but he was buzzing about the league, and that it was nice to see him. He played well that season. He just wasn't, you know, what Houllier wanted going forward, was he, Sander? But he did well for us, and it was such a memorable season, 2001. But yet he played with Arnie Slot in Holland, Westerveld. Works for Dutch Telly now.
Well, we can all only hope that we will see. Let's see something out of this. I'm excited to see Elliott involved in this lineup. Simicast is somewhat of I think seeing Simicast is not necessarily something that I expected to see. The Chelsea 11, did we I'm sure that someone's put that Hylor or someone has put that in the chat or in the chat, the actual lineup for Chelsea. They're starting 11. But doing a little technical difficulties with this sun. That's what happens when you when it's like basically almost a little bit after sunrise here in America. It is about like a little past 8 a.m. We're about 20 minutes away from kickoff. See if I can find the school. Excuse me, the lineup for them, and also tell you what the scores are for those games that have gone final. Sanchez is in goal. Sanchez is in goal. Caicedo is in right back. Chaleba. Okay, right there. Thank you, Brian. Colwell.
Stop sharing earlier thing too.
Say again?
I took down everything as I've had that up long enough now.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good 11, isn't it? When you look at it, it's strong throughout. Neto, Palmer, Mazueke, and Jackson. That's good. That and Fernandez and Lavia is good as well in it in the middle. Yeah, that's the defense is like it's functioning for them. Like it's got them as far as they are in their quest for Champions League football. But I'm not sure about Chalobah. I like Colwell. I think Colwell's a good player. And I'm not that struck on Cucurella. What I'm saying is I wouldn't have him at Liverpool, although I appreciate he can be good. And I've seen him score some good goals and good assists and running up and down earnestly like on the left wing. But I wouldn't fancy him for Liverpool.
Yeah. Neto's on the pitch there. So is that hopefully he doesn't try to audition for JK since you like Neto so much. Madueke, interesting on those wings. What he ends up trying to get off against Trent Alexander-Arnold in defense, especially when it's Kwanzaa now on his shoulder. I think that this is going to be a big game for Kwanzaa. Big game for him.
Yeah. I think that's the interesting change. It was real kind of probably just resting Ibu, I suppose. But yeah, he's been given a big opportunity here. And like I say, he's up against a team that has a hell of a lot more to play for right now than we do. So it's like hopefully balancing that out with these guys wanting to impress. So he started his season off in a poor way against Ipswich. He was the headline there for a little while, for about a week. So maybe he can finish the season off in a better way, And the slot can show him it's like, look, you had your bad time at the start of the season, but this is football. You lost your place. We kept winning, so you don't get your place back. Now you come in. Now you can show people you're not kicking up a stink. You're not sulking about it. You've looked at what you can improve, and you're going to go out there and you're going to do it. That's all you can do. I know it might be too late for some, but he's given these lads. I think it's different. There's a difference between Kwanzaa and Endo. Kwanzaa's a young player, but Kwanzaa's been given his opportunity now. This is a really big game, and we're expected to take this seriously. We're not out there with our still with streamers in our hair and party hats on. It is still a serious business. So these boys should be determined to impress. And yeah, it's a huge vote. Probably from the manager, it's a huge vote of confidence in Kwanzaa.
Yeah, agreed. Definitely agreed. And he gets to enjoy the guard of honor, as he gets to enjoy the vibe of being serenaded as you enter the pitch. Make sure I don't miss that, actually. They'll certainly show it, most likely. Again, is there any adjustments you want to make before we're at a 8-10, 8-11, or excuse me, 4-10, 4-11? Any adjustment you want to make to your predictions? I know Lee said he's going to keep it at Desmond.
Yeah, I think they'll go in front 1-0, and then we'll make changes, and that'll get us back in the game to make it 1-1, and then from there it'll be 2-2, I think.
Okay.
I mean, I'd be pleased with that. Looking at the lineup and what their lineup is and what they've got on the table compared to us, which is like points for Champions League, and we're already crowned champions. I think, yeah, getting a draw, getting a Desmond would be a good one. It'd be a good little mission to London, this, if we were to do that.
Who's number 26 on Brighton, by the way? I know it's a random shout, but I just saw the handball that he did. That was bad.
Bit more information. White guy, black guy, tall guy, short guy.
He was a Caucasian.
What's that fella called for them with the left foot who plays it like on wide sometimes? He plays sometimes.
Hinchelwood.
No, not him.
I don't know. That was really bad. That was really bad. Holy crap. Mason Mount started off the scoring for Manchester United today. I didn't get a
Is
chance.
he still around? I thought he'd finished up. I thought he just given up.
I thought so too, to tell you the truth. I thought they'd given up on him. But no, he started the scoring for them. Big up, Philip. Big up, Philip. Big up to everyone who's joining us for this roll call, by the way. Good to see that we don't have too many people that are, feeling the effects of being champions and are up bright and early for some of us, or maybe just enjoying the afternoon for others. How bad is this? Oh my gosh, how bad is this Manchester United team? Jeez.
Yeah,
What's
the
Atalante?
chance for European glory. I just don't think it's a good. I've always liked the Europa League because it is the successor of that. Because I used to like the UEFA Cup, even though we were mainly known as like a European Champions Cup competing side. The UEFA was always good as well, especially back in like the 60s and 70s. Really hard to win, mate. Really, really hard. That UEFA Cup years ago. It's not the same thing now, obviously, with the Champions League and years ago, obviously second, third, fourth place teams, whatever they were in the UEFA Cup. But I still think it's a great trophy, and for them because they'd have two then, which is getting close to our three, and I'm not liking that at all. That's changing things in a manner that I don't like, that I don't care for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, watching these highlights back in the background here as we approach kickoff, about 15 minutes away from kickoff.
What are the lads' score predictions? JK, Nolante.
Yes. Revisit your predictions, and if you need to adjust them.
I'll go with the 2-1. I went with the 3-2 yesterday, but yeah, I'll go with the 2-1 one.
Okay. How about for you, Nolante?
It'll be likely Desmond.
Okay. Brian?
Still go with a Chelsea win.
Still going for 3-2, or excuse me, I just saw Dustin score. That wasn't your score.
Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest, score-wise at all, but I'll just say Chelsea win.
Okay. Bowen with a very nice goal. It's a shame. Bowen would have made a nice red, actually. It's got the proper components to be a red, I think. He's a very good player.
Some great goals scored yesterday. And Ciso. in that 2-2. I mean, in the Everton Ipswich game, Dwight McNeil scored a really good goal, but and Ciso scored a crazy goal. It was weird. You see that what happened afterwards? Like him and Jordan Pickford kind of ran up to each other, and they had this kind of weird, like, yeah, it's cool, don't worry, kind of odd little exchange. I thought, kind of thing. It's almost as if he'd apologized or something.
For
I don't know.
scoring?
It's weird. Yeah, it was weird the way he went up, but it was incredible. One-off kind of strike. He just one of those things. He's about 25 yards out, and nobody's really going near him. He's middle of the goal, 25 yards out, and just says "fuck it," and it just bends. It goes straight at Pickford, and then just bends kind of over him, past him. Great goal. But yeah,
Goal of is it like goal of the week, goal of the month type situation?
it'll be in the, it's going to be in the when they do the match of the day thing, and you have to pick from 8. That's definitely going to be in there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, again,
Yeah,
we
he's on
are
loan from Brighton. Little Argentinian guy. I think he's Argentinian, right? Yeah, I think he is.
I think so. We are. I have 13 minutes. That's 13 minutes, 25 seconds from starting off or kickoff. To see if you guys or all of us have the right, or any of us have the right prediction. I see 2-2. I see a Desmond from Mark A. I see a 3-2 from KJ. 2-1. He's adjusted his 2-1. He went Desmond yesterday. He's gone to 2-1 today. Okay. 3-2. Dustin is doing as well. He's joining KJ in that prediction. But he says
No,
Chelsea.
he's saying 3-2 Chelsea.
Yeah. But he has Chelsea winning. They're showing.
Jimmy's in.
What's that?
Jimmy's in with a 3-1.
Jimmy's in for 3-1. Okay, I got you. Okay. I don't know what that means, but okay. Lee. Okay. Currently, Chelsea sits in 5th place. Currently, Chelsea sits in 5th place. They've got us, Newcastle, Manchester United, Newcastle away, Manchester United home, and then Forest away. They have a very, very tough run if they're going to want to make Europe.
Oh, that's really disgusting, to be honest with you. I'd even, if it was any other club, I might even feel sorry for them.
Mm-hmm. 14 goals, 8 assists for Cole Palmer this season, both club highs for the young man, young Englishman.
Got to watch him not coming back into form against us, up against Kwanzaa.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting what they do.
Enzo and Lavia, they've got a groove going. So I say they're moving into the middle up against Elliot, Endo, who don't know each other's games inside out,
Right.
Jones as well. Really have to be careful of that. We might be under a lot of pressure, I think, if we I think we will be under a lot of pressure, to be honest with you, at some point in this game.
That's Marque is correct. Nicholas Jackson is a candidate to be their toughest or the most dangerous opponent, most biggest threat they have. 3 goals in the last 2 appearances for Chelsea.
Yeah, but he's just as likely to sky one over the bar as he is to. So yeah, that's the thing. You can't predict what he's going to do, because he could miss an open goal. He could score one from 25 yards.
Mm-hmm. Very true. Very, very true. What else is there to say other than I think it's going to be a very interesting day at the bridge. Very, very interesting day at the bridge.
I hope we can get our noses in front first, but I have a feeling we might go behind and then have to make changes to get back into it. But that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, as I said, because they've got a lot to play for. But I'm still expecting us to give it a good shot anyway, like everywhere on the pitch, to try and, do their best as a unit, like to get something out of this game.
Yeah. It should be a fun one. one that's I'm sure not going to be any vacation from the drama that we usually have to like endure, whether it's fighting back from a deficit or if not letting a team necessarily hang in there, that we should definitely be pushed past. But it is something that we'll see, get a result on. I'm optimistic today. I had the Desmond.
Go.
What's that?
He's
Okay,
okay,
so
bro.
come
Okay. Enjoy the game, guys. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll catch you guys on the after show.
Nice one.
All right,
Easy on.
definitely.
Bye.
I was just gonna say the Desmond, or what was what my mind, I guess, was saying. My head was saying Desmond, but my heart is wanting to say this is gonna be a pretty open match. So I was gonna say 4-2. I'm gonna go with the 4-2 as well. A lot of goals. That's a lot of goals. But we'll see. We'll see. 8 minutes from. What anything you guys want to talk about or mention to the people before we let them do their thing as they try to find their seats, whether it's pitch side or bar side or table side, maybe even desk side, as like I am right now. Lee, anything you wanted to say? Want to share?
No, just hope we have a good game. Hope we can put a good display in, and it's good to see these players as well on the pitch, isn't it? Like we all wanted to see a few changes, and we've got them, haven't we? Just hope we can see Chiesa at some point.
Yeah. Yeah. How about for you, Brian?
Not yet. Just usual. Enjoy the game, everyone. Sorry.
It's okay. You put them up.
Hit you at the same time, lad. Yeah, no, look, just enjoy the game and make sure you're back for the old post-match special, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Lante, anything you want to say to the people or anything about the game or anything in particular that's on your mind before we let the people get their spots? Oh, maybe Lante's still just a little bit ticked off about the lineup. Maybe, I don't know. Anything you want to say? All right, Lante's on up there. Lante, go ahead.
Yeah, no, just pick up and whatever happens, party time. YNWA. That's it. Simple things.
Okay, it's party time. Excellent. Big up the pops in the house. Big up pops. Let's get these 3 points. That's well said. Let's definitely get these 3 points. Definitely want to end the season off strong. I just don't like Chelsea, to be honest with you. Don't like Chelsea. So it'd be nice to give them a little bit of proper whooping. But we are, again, 5 minutes away from kickoff. I see the number 20. Big up. Champions again. Some of the banners. The Imagine Being Us is iconic. But yeah, we've got a good game on hands, I think. I think it'll be a good one. I'm hoping that we can start off strong, hoping that we can basically have some good cohesion in that back line. And I'm really looking to see what this midfield will do together, because Jones, Endo, and Elliott, okay, it's definitely a different pace and consistency than our normal our normal middle three. So that'll be good to see. Big up Abdul. Big up to those that are joining us again. Is there anything, any parting words then you want to say to the people? You gave some of your ideas about the game. I'll just do again real quick. Lee, any parting words? Because they're
No, just hope everyone enjoys the game and it's a positive result for us.
okay. They're about they're about to get set up. At least in my feed, they're about to get set up. They're walking out onto the pitch. Chelsea is gone first, obviously, so they can get set up. Here it is about to happen. Guard of honor now by Chelsea. That's right. Waiting for this very moment. For a lot of us have been waiting a long time to see this.
Yeah, I noticed how nobody has, for once, not one mention of, and I'm going to ruin it now, but not one single question, not one comment, not one mention of, have you seen who the referee is this weekend? See how nobody cares. See how nobody cares when we're champions. It could be bloody, what's his name, back.
Who's?
Yeah, it could be David Coote back in a Man United shirt and people wouldn't care. Yeah, Vars are leading them out, man. All the boys blushing they didn't play.
Yeah, traveling fans out in force today in London. Champions again. They got the balloons out and everything.
Mo is back saying, look what you could have had, lads. Look what you could have had. You let me go. Look what you could have had.
I don't know, KJ. You might have to put a pause behind that comment. And that can be taken badly. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that one out.
They're always a ball. They're always baldies, pops. It's always a baldy. It's random ball guy. That's it. Who's the ref? Random bald guy. Basically, from somewhere between Manchester and Leeds. But yeah.
Here we go. 2 minutes to kickoff. We're gonna let you guys get situated, like we said earlier. I think Beige and Reds are doing most likely they're doing a.
No, they're not. They don't have one on today.
Okay, I don't have one today. Okay.
They have technical difficulties, I believe.
Okay. So we're going to be joining you on the other side of this game. Please do join us again. Bring a friend with you. Hopefully it's a good conversation. It's a good talk. Hopefully it's about some brilliant debuts of starting roles, or maybe some much warranted or much appreciated cameos later on in the game from those that are on the bench, whichever the case might be. Let's give our own little guard of honor, our own little applause for our champions, and we will see you guys on the other side. So always keep yourselves safe out there wherever you're going to be watching this game, but most of all, always know, up the Reds, my friends, up the Reds. We will see you guys in about 2 hours. All right. Take care.